Do you want to be more confident, raise your self-esteem, and just know your worth? Well, if you do, this video is for you. Hey, my name is Sophie, and on this channel, Aligned and Magnetic, we talk all about self-growth and spirituality, but mostly my self-growth journey, because I am sharing all my insights with you and all the lessons I've learned throughout my life. So I just want to create a safe space for us all to grow. But now, let's get into this video. Well, the topic is how to actually be confident. I believe that everyone wants to be confident, because why wouldn't we, right? And so I also think that many people think that confidence is something you need to look confident, but we need to realize that being confident is actually an energy. It's something you exude, something that people can feel because you radiate that energy. Okay, so you need to feel confident so that people actually perceive you as confident, as a person that is confident. But so how can we actually do it? How can we embody that confident energy and actually feel it within us? Well, I've got some tips. Firstly, this feels counterintuitive, but your looks. You need to care for your appearance. And it's not that those appearances would actually raise your self-esteem and you would actually be more confident, but it's because that when you actually look good, you feel good. Okay, so you always need to care for yourself. You always need to be looking the best you could possibly can. And you don't need to give yourself glam every day, but you just need to know that when you actually meet someone, when you go outside, they will think, gosh, she's looking good, right? And they won't think like, oh my gosh, has she just woken up? That's not the way to go. So you always need to be perfect, or at least to a certain extent looking good. So hair, makeup, if that's something you're interested in. Also nails. You don't need to paint your nails if you don't want to, but always clean them, because when you don't, it will look like you've just been in a dirt somewhere just digging something, and that's you don't want to look that way. So always be clean. Second of all, have an idea of who you want to become. So you need to actually know what does it mean for you? Like, who do you want to become? You want to be confident, but what does it mean? Well, you need to have an idea. And the best way to actually know who you want to become and have that idea is to make a list. Okay, I am a list girly. I love to make lists for literally all of the areas in my life. So write yourself the list of the highest version of you that is confident. So, for example, my name is Sophie, so I do my Sophie O2, where there's just the list of all her amazing qualities. And every day I try to be like her. So, what does it help me with? I have an idea of who I want to become. I know how she is acting every day. I know her routines. I know when she wakes up and all those details. And so now it's so easy to actually become her, because I know that it's actually achievable. I know that like waking up at 7, like that's not a problem, or just all those things, it's not a problem when you actually see it on the list. And also the thing, you don't need to become her overnight, but you can actually improve and get closer to her every day, because the steps to get there, that's what matters. Okay, so have an idea, make yourself the list of your Sophie O2, and then embrace her every day. The third thing that is actually connected to this Sophie O2 is to visualize something. But let me tell you, this is not a manifestation, because I talk all about manifestation on my channel, but this is not a manifestation technique. It could be if you look on it that way, but that's not the way for me. So let me paint you a picture. I am outside. I am waiting for the bus, and I am just standing there. And I'm standing there some way, like I'm looking certain way. And now I'm feeling, okay, am I confident? And the answer might be no. Just like, how should I be confident? Or am I the person I want to be? Well, maybe no. And this is probably the easiest thing you could possibly do, which was literally the game changer for me. And honestly, every time I give someone advice about being more confident and becoming the highest version of you, I always give this advice. So imagine someone that Sophie O2 standing right next to you, just, I don't know, 10 meters away from you. Imagine looking at her. Just, you can look at that place where she could potentially be, but she's not there. She's just in thin air. I don't know. And you're looking at her and you're realizing, oh my gosh, like, that is her. That is who I want to become. But now, you have just looked in that way to the Sophie O2. But now imagine that someone else is watching you and they are thinking the same thing. They are thinking, oh my gosh, like, she is my idol. I want to become her. And when you actually think this, watch your posture change. Watch everything change. Because when you actually think about that, your brain will start to think, oh my gosh, like, am I her? Like, I want to be her. I want to be perfect. So I need to do all those things. And you will actually change so much. And quite effortlessly, like, it will be subconscious even. So imagine her standing there and really thinking, oh my gosh, she is perfect. And then imagine someone else thinking that about you. And believe me, it will change everything. It changed everything for me. I think it's the easiest method to do. And if you've done the step 2 and now you're familiar with that Sophie O2, you have that highest version of you in your head, you know who she is, well, now it's so easy to actually see her right in front of you, because that's her, and you will be there for someone else. The fourth thing is that for me, with confidence and self-growth comes being alone sometimes. And it's not bad. It's not being lonely, it's being alone. Because sometimes, for example, in my school, I always used to sit alone. And I would feel bad because I was like, oh my gosh, like, no one wants to talk with me because I am weird and no one likes me, and that's the reason why no one talks with me. But actually, that's not the thing. I was actually giving off that insecure energy, and they were thinking, oh my gosh, like, why would I talk with her, right? But the second thing is I was different than them. I was on my spiritual journey and not everyone would understand me, and I think that that's okay. And when you actually get to know yourself and when you actually become more confident and you grow as a person, you realize your standards, you realize your value, and you realize that you don't want to be necessarily in a company of someone that just doesn't align with you. You realize that. And now when you see all the people around you and you're like, but there's no one really who I want to talk to, and I would actually rather read my book on, or do a Pinterest board, or just scroll on Pinterest, do something that feels aligned for you, that will be the thing you will do. And that is better than being with someone and not feeling aligned. So don't think that being confident means being popular. Because I think that many people have that idea that those popular people are confident. And that idea, I think, is right. But that doesn't mean that all the confident people are popular, okay? That's just, you can be confident but be introverted. Okay, so really find yourself something that feels aligned and do it for yourself, and that will help you with also the other thing. So the step 5 is self-integrity. What does it mean? For me, it means that I can rely on myself, okay, and that is very much confidence. Okay, I am confident in the ability to rely on myself. That's amazing. That's how you become so strong, confident, right? And so how do you actually do that? How do you gain that integrity and can actually rely on yourself? Well, you make promises and decisions and you actually do them for the other people around you. So you say that you will be somewhere at 5 o'clock, you will be there at 5 o'clock, okay? You just know that you can rely on yourself and that person can rely on you. But also, when you say that you will do something, okay? So today I would like to, I don't know, clean my table, okay? And so now you're thinking, oh my gosh, like, okay, that's on my to-do list, but I don't really want to do it. I'm not feeling like it. And there are two ways. You really don't feel like it, and you know that when you do it tomorrow, it will be better for you because now, I don't know, you need to do something else, or that is valid. But if it's just procrastination, you are not doing it because you're lazy and you don't really have anything to do and you're scrolling on your Instagram, but you can do actually the thing you decided and you promised yourself to do, well, that's the thing you need to do to actually get that integrity. And when you're seeing something laying around and you should actually clean it, where you're thinking, no, I could do it later. No, think, I can actually do it right now. Like, am I in a hurry to go somewhere? No, I'm at home and I can do it right now. So do it. Firstly, you will feel so good because you've done something you didn't need to, and you will also raise your integrity. So that's probably the last tip for today. And if you think that you would benefit from someone else giving you the personalized tips and ideas to actually embrace that confident side of you and actually become the highest version of you that is, well, I am offering my private one-on-one coaching sessions where I do all that. We can literally talk about basically anything: manifestation, self-growth, and all your problems, also relationships. And so if you need transformation, this is the thing for you. And so in the box below, there's the link to actually sign up, and you actually set up the meeting with me, and we will meet there and change your life together. So have an amazing day. I loved this video, hope you did too. And also let me know in the comments which tip you like the most, because I'm always interested in what it is that you love. Okay, so have an amazing day, have an amazing life, and bye.